Long, long ago, in a town called Colorful Corner, lived a little girl named Suzie. Suzie was full of energy and always had ideas for new adventures. One sunny day while playing in the park, Suzie noticed a poster with the words, "Dream Hair Salon." Curious about what was happening in this salon, Suzie decided to go there. As Suzie crossed the threshold of the Dream Hair Salon, she saw a beautiful place filled with colorful chairs, mirrors, and cosmetics. Smiling at the reception was a hairdresser named Natalia. Suzie approached her and said, "Hi, I'd like to see what's happening in this salon." Mrs. Natalia smiled and replied, "Of course, Suzie, welcome to our magical world of hairdressing." Suzie sat in one of the colorful chairs, and Mrs. Natalia began to talk to her about what hairstyles Suzie liked. Suzie was fascinated by different colors and styles, so she decided she wanted colorful highlights in her hair. Mrs. Natalia smiled and said, "That's a great idea, Suzie. I'll prepare something special for you," and began to create magical highlights. She used colorful dyes that turned into beautiful rainbows in the girl's hair. Suzie was thrilled and couldn't wait to see the final result. When Mrs. Natalia finished, Suzie looked in the mirror and couldn't believe her eyes. Her hair was now full of colorful highlights that shimmered like a rainbow in the sky. Suzie left the chair and thanked Mrs. Natalia for the amazing hairstyle. She was so excited that she decided to share this experience with others. Suzie asked Mrs. Natalia if she could take a picture of her hair and show it to her friends. Mrs. Natalia happily agreed, and together with Suzie, they took a beautiful picture. When Suzie returned to the park, her friends were amazed by the sight of colorful highlights in her hair. The boys and girls began to ask where they could get such an amazing hairstyle. Suzie smiled and told them about the Dream Hair Salon and Mrs. Natalia, who made her dream come true. From that day on, the Dream Hair Salon became Suzie and her friends' favorite place. Together, they discovered new hairstyles, colorful highlights, and trendy cuts. Thanks to Mrs. Natalia and her magical skills, every day was filled with joy and amazing hairstyles.